Okay, we know it's Thursday. What is Thursday? Say it with me. I don't give a fuck. That's right, it's just Thursday, and I don't really give a fuck today. And what today, what really I don't give a fuck about is I happen to, something I don't do too often, but I turned on the television today, the Tell Live Vision. And what did I see on there? When I turned to different stations, news commentators and news headlines, things have changed. Oh, it's a mind game that they're playing with you. They're programming you. They are they are programming your thoughts. They have you talking about shit that has nothing to do with you. You know, I see people posting what's going on in Mar-a-Lago, what's going on with the president, what's going on with Britney Spears, what's going on with Justin Bieber and Kim Kardashian, and all this shit ain't got a fucking thing to do with you. It ain't a hill of beans, but yet they got you all upset, all under what's going on. You know, they got you so concerned with things that deal with other people. That's none of your fucking business. But that's how the media works. That's how they got you programmed. Why do you care what's going on with these people's lives and shit when you got in your own house, in your own family, shit going on that you ain't paying no attention to, that you don't give a fuck about? But you worried about, oh, poor Brittany. Brittany needs to do this here. Or Justin Bieber, he said he's sick. What about your parents and people that are sick? What about your family and things that are going on within your environment, within your home that you should be concerned about? But you're not. You're more concerned about other, but that's the way you are programmed. That's the way they have you thinking. Well, yesterday when I told you about the power of the subconscious mind, I'm going to give you a few things that you can do to help you tap into that subconscious mind. And one of the things that you can do is visualization. Now, when I say visualization, I'm talking about when you visualize something, do it in every aspect of what it is you are trying to bring into existence. Meaning that if you are thinking about getting a car, you sit down and you visualize the color of the car, the make of the car, what it looks like on the interior, what the seats look like, what the tires look like, what's in the trunk, just and write all that down and get that a complete visualization of that, because what you're going to do, you're going to attach that to the subconscious mind, and it's going to grow and develop there. Even though you're not thinking about it, like do what they do a vision board. Take the car that you want, that you see, and tape it up on the refrigerator, on the mirror in the bathroom. Every place you go, you see that car, and you visualize that, or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a car. It can be whatever it is that you want to desire, or that you want. And you do that, and you create it and bring it into existence through visualization and tap that into the subconscious mind. Another thing to do is meditation. Now, I meditate twice a day. Okay, I meditate. I'd say I meditate in the morning, and I meditate in the evening. I do it at particular times. The same time in the morning every morning, and the same time in the evening every evening. The same exact time. I don't deviate from those times. Why? Because when you are meditating and you are trying to make contact, or you're trying to get in touch, the energy that you are trying to focus on is going to be there at that time, because you have made it like an appointment. If you tell me I'm going to come by and visit you at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, then I'll be here waiting you at 5. If you don't come at 5 and show at 6, we're going to miss each other. So we have those times of meditation to be able to tap in and focus on those things that are important to us. We want to relieve ourselves from and bring into our energy field things of positive energies, of good things coming in. Another thing is an affirmation. You affirm it as you are creating these things, and that you are visualizing these things and meditating on these things. You are affirming them, and the more you do that, the more real it becomes. The more real it is, the more it's going to happen for you. And another thing that I remember, the brother Delbert Blair, alayhi salam and be peace, is that he always said, sleep on it. So before you go to bed at night, you visualize what you want, and you bring it and say, this is what I want to sleep on tonight. I want to make this happen tonight. And whatever it is that you do, that's what's going to happen. You follow? Now, how can you do all these things? I'm going to tell you, this is the key. The key is the redirecting, the transformation of the renewing of your mind and thoughts. Okay? You say, I have the power in me to change the way that I think. Say it again with me. I have the power in me to change the way that I think. That is all part of the renewing of the mind. You are going to renew the mind and the thoughts that you have by eliminating or removing those thoughts that have no goal, no positive energies attached to them. And even some people, you have to remove them, get them out of your way, let those people know that you are no longer going to be part of that. Because when you are with certain people, just think about this. When you're with certain people and you're trying to grow and you get together with your friends, well, what are y'all going to do this weekend? Man, I'm going to go out to the club and get my head bad. Okay. And then what? Well, I'm going there, get my head bad, get a couple of drinks, have drinks, dance and do what I do. And, okay, fine. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a social life. Nothing wrong with having a good time. But when you go out and you deliberately put in your mind that you're going to go out and get your head bad, or i.e. get drunk, overdrink, and maybe cause something bad to happen, and you have programmed your mind and your thoughts to do something that you know you shouldn't be doing. But if that's all that your intention is for the weekend, after you get off work Friday and get paid to go out clubbing on the weekend, then to me, that's a waste of time. That's a waste of energy. That's a waste of a good thing that you could be doing other than that. Now, again, I'm not saying you shouldn't go out to the club. You shouldn't go out to dinner. You shouldn't go out to a show, entertainment. Those things are fine. Nothing wrong with that. But when you make that the only focus that you have after working all week, then something is wrong with the way you're thinking. Like, I'm going to tell you this. There's a couple of songs I want you to go look up after this is over and listen to them. These are old songs. One is by Lou Rawls. It's called Breaking My Back. And I'll just say a couple of words of the song, but I want you to really listen to the words of what he says. He says this: the only life I've got, I spend a week at a time, 5 days to the man, and only 2 days are mine. I guess I must like it, because I go right on crying, breaking my back instead of using my mind. And that's something you have to think about. You give your 5 days of your life to an individual, to a person who don't give a fuck about you, and you only got 2 days. Within those 2 days, you got to try and fit in as much as you can to have what is called a good time before Monday comes when you got to go back to the grind again. But he's saying in this song, he said, "Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my room and think an hour or two." He said, "I know I got the will, but it's the way I've got to find to stop breaking my back and start using my mind." But go back and listen to that song, find it on this song. You can find it, Lou Rawls. And then the other one is the Temptations song, old song, called Heaven and Hell. He says, "Tell you the natural facts for what it's worth. You make your own heaven and hell here on earth." And he's talking about how time changes and your values change and life becomes a strange, exciting game. Suddenly you find the finer things in life, but you find it takes lots of hard work and sacrifice. Listen to the words of those songs, because there are messages in those songs that may help you to perceive and see things maybe a little bit different than the way you see things are now, And it's a thing where you have to start emphasizing things. Like, for instance, you say that you don't say this. This is what you don't say. You say, like, well, I'm weak, but I'm trying to get strong. No, you don't say that. You say, let those who are weak say, I am strong. I am going to be strong. I'm trying to be, I am going to be strong. When you say I am, you are putting into the universe the two most powerful words you could ever think and you can imagine. Let me give you an example of the words I am. Um, the couple of record albums, I looked them up today, and there are many, many more. But the artist Nas, N-A-S, he has an album entitled I Am. Okay? Alicia Keys has an album called As I Am. Then you have the artist Will I Am. Then you have another artist, Yo Gotti, an album called I Am. Then you have Bill Withers, Just As I Am. And then you have this song, I Am Woman. You know, every time that you say those words, I am, you are bringing into existence whatever comes after that. If you say, I am tired, well, guess what? You are tired. If you say, I am content with being unhappy, or I am content with being sad, or I am content with the life that I have, and it's the only life that I got, I am only trying to do the best, then you are just programming yourself to be in that mindset, and you're going to stay there. That's when you change to I am, I can, I will, I shall. And when you start taking those words and whatever you say after those words are what's going to give you the power to achieve the things that you want. Because when you start saying those weak ass words, I'm sad, I'm just like what's that say? Garbage in, garbage out. Because that's all you're doing. You're putting stuff in, so don't expect anything other than what you put in to come out. That's where you are empowering the subconscious mind to stay into those mindsets until you're able to break free by renewing. Again, we're going to say it again, by renewing and transforming the way that you think. It says here, you are empowering the subconscious mind to stay in that do nothing state. That's all you are doing. You're not doing anything to help change those things. You follow? So again, we're dealing with the transformation, the renewing of the mind, and you have the power of the words I am. Okay? Again, till next Thursday, I don't give a fuck about the news media. You take care.